Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I have not released a video in quite a while, and the reason for this is that I am playing terribly. So there's not going to be any challenge runs today, there's not going to be any serious runs today. I think what I'll do is pretty much the opposite of what I usually do, and that would be running just a melee fighter. So let's see what we can do here. Ghashburger, and I think will be a hill orc. I guess we'll just start with a fighter with a hand axe. And let's see how we do. I'm going to turn off shields. I'm going to focus axes. And we'll leave everything else on. We'll also take off our shield. And off we go. I don't usually play a melee class creatures. But seeing as I've been playing so terribly lately, might be a refreshing change. I think I'll turn fighting off. We'll leave axes focused, we'll get that up, and we'll leave armor on. And off we go. As to what god I'm going to choose, I'm not sure. I really have no idea. Hill orcs are quite good in that they raise levels very quickly. They've got excellent aptitudes for axes especially. Armor is decent. Spellcasting's -3, but they are capable of casting rudimentary spells. Probably not with heavy armor on, so I think I'm probably going to leave that alone. Invocations is good for your god powers, evocations is decent. I'll most likely go the evocations route, see if we can pick up some sort of stone of summoning or lamp of whatever they are. I don't often use the evocable items, but let's give it a shot. I'm willing pretty much to go with any god aside from Trog. I don't want to turn this into a berserker run. We will go with strength. And let's chop up the snake to eat him later. Hill orcs are also... oh, 2 snakes, right? Hill orcs are also pretty good in that they can eat rotten meat. They don't have gourmand like kobolds, but you've got a little more of a chance to eat. It's not quite so tedious. And no, I have not yet turned on auto chunk eating, but I'm going to experiment with it because I do have auto sacrifice on, and I'm enjoying that quite a bit. Actually, that has done much to influence my playstyle. It's done a lot to warm me up to the sacrificing gods, because now I really don't have to worry about it too much. Axes are also nice because they give you a sort of minatory ability to hit more ow, who is this guy? What am I fighting here? Hippogriff. Oh, he should be almost dead. What was I saying? Axes can hit now in the later versions of Crawl. They can hit more than one creature at once. So it makes it a little easier. It's not quite as good as the Minotaur headbutt ability, but it's not bad. Of course, maces can crush and they generally do more damage. I'm also under the impression that as soon as I meet my first orc priest, he will offer to convert me to Bo, the orc god. I'm not sure about Bo. Never much cared for him. Never actually used him very much, but I do know that you get a good number of orc followers. And I'm not too keen on a summon type build or a build with followers. That might be interesting. We'll see. We'll see what happens. As for the shield, I'm more than likely not going to use it, and I'll try to build up my strength and go for the biggest axe I can. And this being a melee run, it should go fairly quickly. Apart from strategy, I mean, there's not really that much to talk about. I'm chopping things up with the axe. Level 6, I am increasing strength. I don't think there's much need to increase dexterity, and certainly not intelligence. I don't plan to be casting any spells, so I'll just keep bumping strength up. In my last couple runs, I found some really nice crystal plate armor, artifact crystal plate armor, and that sort of thing. But of course I was playing a wizard and never got a chance, didn't even bother to look to see what it was. So of course that means I won't have such luck in this run. Let's just do something crazy here, take a sip from this fountain. Okay, it tastes like water. Should we try one more? Yeah, it tastes like water. I bet you all the fountains around, and I don't often do this. There we go. You can get beneficial mutations from drinking from fountains. It's a bit of a risk, obviously. Something terrible can happen to you as well. I was pretty much confident that the fountains around the temple would be decent. Fetish might be interesting. Zom is guaranteed to be interesting. Macleb, never been a huge fan. He's not bad. Che, and the Shining One. Looks like it's going to be Okwaru. What the heck? I don't think I've recorded an Okwaru run, at least not a long one, on my channel, so let's foolishly eat something beside the snake here, and let's just do a search for armor in case we miss something. Ringmail is the best, and I believe we are currently wearing scale mail. Yes. The other interesting thing about being an orc is you fight a lot of orcs, so you have access to a lot of orcish equipment. Kind of like how the elf does in the elven halls. Okay, let's eat this if we can butcher them. Yes, I realize I feel sick. There we go. Off we go. And here's our first chance to get some orcish equipment. We will pick up the scale mail and just try it on. Maybe it has a +1. It is cursed and it's -1. Excellent. Let's start identifying some things. Suppose we'll go for the potions. I am bound to have a remove curse scroll in here somewhere. And -1 scale mail is not terrible. Magic mapping. Fear. Noise. Oops. Random uselessness. Scroll of fog. Come on, remove curse. Enchant weapon. Remove curse. Alright, let's drop this scale mail and put on the good stuff. Might as well keep the shield around for a little bit. I will most likely never use it. 2 mimics in a row. Interesting. Well, I've already chosen my god. And again, I don't really like the summoning playstyle. I actually went through a phase of playing summoners a little while ago, and I used to think they were overpowered and pretty easy, but I found they're fairly difficult actually. Maybe it's just that I wasn't paying much attention to what I was doing, or I expected my summons just to do everything for me. But I didn't have a terrible amount of success with it. So I might, oh, here we go, little secret stash here. Would have been a lot better had I been a mage, but what are you gonna do? Let's get away from the eye. We'll fight him over here. I don't mind being paralyzed with only a bat to attack me. And it looks like we have another hand axe. We'll pick it up in case we can find some use for it. Not having much luck there. Let's go upstairs. And I think I'm forgetting to sacrifice corpses. Let's hang on to the book, might as well. It's conceivable I could oh, here we go. Alright, this is going to ensure a much longer run. We have plate armor. Let's drop the scale mail. And let's try this cloak as well. Might be a plus cloak. No. I just have to check here that... Have I not been getting any corpses? They should sacrifice automatically on auto travel. Ow. Okay, that was pretty bad there. It was auto tab fighting with a centaur just pelting me with arrows. Thank God I found that plate armor, or else I would have been dead. And we are constantly on the verge of starvation here. I wonder if that's a result of our auto-sacrifice. Okay. Let's back off a little bit. Nestle ourselves into this little corner. Huh. I think he is offering us to worship Bo now. But since we already have a god, it's well, I'm not sure. Nevertheless, we have a god. We'll go with Oko. Okay, it's Grinder. He shouldn't prove to be too difficult. Nevertheless, we're going to stay on the stairway. He's going to blink away. Up we go. Let's get some health back. And he has done the same. Looks like we've got him now. There we go. Axe's skill is up, and our armor skill is up. We're at level 8. It's too late to sacrifice that corpse. Okay. Let's just identify some of our potions here. We'll go back down. We'll sacrifice, even though it's not going to do any good. Okwaru likes you sacrificing dangerous creatures. He's pretty picky, and it's a little hard to build up piety with him. I think I've got heroism, so I can use that if I need to. But I just want to check to see if auto-sacrifice is working. Ijib should not prove to be a problem, and of course he doesn't leave a corpse. Let's duck back in here. One more orc. Burns to ash. Okay, well, we sacrificed a few things. They were fairly useless. But Okuaru is taking notice of me. I'm really powerful enough, more or less, not to really depend on a god at this point. We also have found a nice, well, possibly a nice hand axe. And I'm just going to double check by doing an axe search in the dungeon. Quite a few. Oh, Orcish War Axe, that's exactly what I want. And it's right there. Okay, let's get it. Good enough. We're going to drop the regular hand axe, and I think we'll just stick with the Orcish War Axe. I think we might have a good brand on the other axe, but War Axe is a lot better. Of course, I don't want it corroded, and I have nothing else to blast him with. Nor do I want my plate armor corroded. So we have to figure something out here. Haven't found any wands yet. Let's see if we can use the trident. No damage. Okay, good. Let's drop the trident. Our plate armor has not been damaged. And get our War Axe back. Let's hope there's no more jellies on this level. At least not until we have found some other method of dealing damage. Book of War Chants. It's an interesting book to have. Could turn us into a bit of a skald, but it's not going to be easy to cast spells in plate armor. I'll hang on to it just in case, but I don't think it's in the cards. Level 9, let's get our strength up again, and let's go looking for some food. A hippogriff should provide excellent sustenance. Unfortunately, he also would have made a good sacrifice, but this is the difficulty of worshipping Okawaru. He's just a needy god. There we go. Okay, there is one corpse there. That's auto travel. And see if yes, we sacrificed him. Okay, good. So I imagine, even though I'm not paying much attention, I am sacrificing corpses. Okay. One good thing about these melee builds is they go pretty quickly. You can really tear through the first part of the game. Let's just rest this poison off, duck around the corner here, and chop up the centaur. We still have meat, so we'll sacrifice him. And, oh, bees. Let's back off here. Not good. Okay. Potion of curing. We have very few options here. I'm going to invoke heroism. We're going to hope we don't get poisoned again. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to back off and rest up. Just wait around the corner here and go chop them up. Let's do a search for Orcish, see if we've missed anything. Orcish dagger. Nothing too exciting. Would be nice to find some sort of resistance. Edmund shouldn't prove to be too much of a problem. I will try out this wand on him, however. Okay. Let's just back up here. I think I'm just going to put on heroism, just in case. He might have some sort of draining flail, and we will definitely sacrifice him. I probably didn't need heroism there, but more than likely I got the piety back. The real fun of Okuaru, however, is the gifts. Damn, I shouldn't have sacrificed him. He didn't give me any piety. Let's back off. Those needles are pretty nasty. Luckily they are not Kiwari needles, they're just normal ones. So we should be able to wait out the poison here. I hope, yeah. And we have to eat some permafood. Let's eat some meat. Okay, we have quite a few wands here. Let's try them out. We've also picked up our first ring. Let's try it on. And we're going to have to identify it. And it's a fairly useless ring. Sustain abilities. Let's try out the rest of these scrolls. We're hoping for enchant armor here. We'll enchant up the ring mail a little bit. Oh, sorry, the plate mail. And this one is more than likely recharge, so we'll recharge. I think lightning's better than fireball at the moment. Let's even out the distribution of experience here, and turn on fighting as well. There we go. That is level 8. And down to level 9. Oh, I shouldn't be walking towards that. Let's random effects it. Oh, I just got out of the way. Or stayed out of the way. Up to level 10, strength goes up. Get back in the hall here. We're starting to run out of hit points here, so we'll invoke heroism. 12 left, 11. There we go. Giant frog, okay. Let's just sacrifice everything. Unfortunately, Grum didn't leave a corpse. That always bothers me when I'm an Okuaru guy. That the hard monsters never seem to leave a corpse. We'll soften them up with fireballs a little bit. Of course, make a huge racket. And then fight them all off here. I don't really want troll leather armor, so I don't feel too bad about sacrificing everything there. Dragon armor, however, might be in the cards for us. Now it looks like we're going to take some confusion here. Somehow we avoided the confusion, and that's okay. That's okay with me. I'm sure we took the full blast there. It's important to clean these things up as quickly as possible. Even though it's fairly tedious, you don't want the entire level contaminated with them. And sometimes the last one's a little tricky to find. It's around here somewhere. Perhaps down here? No. Perhaps up here. It has got to be around here somewhere, and there it is. So things are going fairly well. Finding the war axe is a is a good boon to my damage output. Let's go in the lair. However, let's just hold on here for a moment. We don't have much to take hydras out with. Let's just try this wand here, wand of slowing. That might come in handy. And it might be good to get some evocations up. I think I'll turn off fighting for a little bit, and even armor for a little bit. And we'll get evocations up so we can have an alternate means of attacking hydras and that sort of thing. That's not going to help us much if we find a hydra here on the first floor. Magical power would be nice if I was a mage, but we are not, so... well, there's no harm in wearing it, I suppose. But I dropped it. We can butcher one sheep and sacrifice the rest, which did me absolutely no good. Whoa! Do we have here a broad axe? Let's try out these scrolls. Amnesia. Enchant weapon 3. Okay, we've enchanted our war axe up nicely. But let's try the broad axe. And it might be interesting to note the difference between these two. Broad axe accuracy rating is -2, damage is 13. And the war axe, damage rating 11, attack delay 150, accuracy rating 0. Let's keep the broad axe, but we'll stick with the war axe. Seems to be doing good enough work, really. And I would really, really like a way to resist poison pretty soon. Okay, let's eat a meat ration and carry on. I wonder what kind of gifts Okuaru will give us. I can tell you right now. He will give us a normal pair of boots, possibly a normal hat, and then probably something completely useless. But eventually he might give me a good weapon. Or a decent set of armor. Okay, let's... I don't want to back into that corner. We need to find a decent place to fight these guys. What we can do is weaken them up a little bit. And now every step we take we're getting more damage from the poison. We'll just duck down in here. We should be able to take them all out. There we go. Okuaru is pleased. Let's do the same thing for these fellows here. They're not quite bright enough to go around the corner. Okay, so it would appear that spiny frogs aren't that much of a problem. And I probably shouldn't be fighting all these guys at once, but it doesn't prove to be too difficult. What worries me most now are hydras. Death yaks are a concern as well, but they probably won't show up until mid-layer at the very earliest. Let's random effects them a little bit. Oh, we didn't want to haste him. That's not good. Alright, well, we'll fight him. We're sick, so let's cure out of it. We have 3 potions of curing. And it might be time to identify some of these potions. 8 scrolls of identity, that should more or less do it. Let's also read this unidentified scroll. Curse armor, okay. Potion of mutation. Okay, now I'm almost tempted just to test quaff the rest of them. The worst one is out of the way. Oh, a potion of beneficial mutation. We have sharp toenails. Well, that could have been a little better. Potion of flight. Invisibility, paralysis, agility, restore abilities, poison, speed, confusion, and finally heal wounds. Okay. Let's just drop everything bad and carry on. We'll just put up with the poison for now. Evocations, we'll get up to 6 for now and then turn our core skills back on. I really would like more hit points. And I think we need them, as we're getting beaten up by a bunch of green rats here. Only 1 corpse, so we'll eat him. There's an Occlob plant, so we will flee in terror. It doesn't appear that he's guarding anything useful either. We could lose some scrolls here. Best thing to do... let's attempt a slow at him. We got hit by fire. We lost an enchant weapon 1. But we finally killed him. Damn. That's alright. Eat the rotten meats. We might want to test out some of these wands. Wands are going to be much more useful to a character like this who has some training in evocations. So I'm pretty much content to keep them all, more or less. A wand of polymorph might be fairly useful. There we go. For taking out hydras. Now we have 6 evocations. We're going to turn on fighting and armor and just let these skills increase. And we'll also put on this helmet. I'm not sure why as a fighter I didn't start with a helmet. That seems somewhat weird. I was almost entirely sure that you would start with a helmet. I don't feel like getting poisoned, so let's confuse him. Well, that didn't last too long. Confuse him again and chop him down. We are getting fairly close to our first god gift here. So that would probably be a fairly good time to wrap up the video. Lots of sheep, but they should not prove too difficult. One of my favorite things to do with sheep are to set them on fire with sticky flame. It's just nice to imagine these fluffy white sheep burning up with sticky flame. An unidentified potion and scroll. Cursed jewelry. Let's identify this potion as well. Berserk Rage will come in handy. Might as well do this axe as well. Oh, hand axe of returning. And we'll do the polymorph just to make sure, just to be sure of how many charges we have. See if we can separate this elephant from his herd. And there's our gift. Of course it's a crossbow. Our crossbow skill is at -1. This is a useless gift. Let's just drop it. It's a general rule that Okawaru's first gifts are generally useless. So I'm not too disappointed. I suppose we have all our god powers now, heroism and finesse. Let's test this wand here. Disintegration. We'll keep that for now. We'll confuse him again. Oh, that didn't work out too well. And we'll just polish off this level and finish off the video. See if I can get them in a row. Oh, there's an elephant coming. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to use our wand of disintegration. Dig a little hole there. Oh, that didn't work out the way I wanted. Okay. Let's kill off the one behind us. And now we should be in a fairly good position to die of poison. There we go. Okay. Let's sacrifice the elephant. He'll make for some good piety. And we're going to have to cure out of this. And we'll go hide and heal up a little bit. We can eat the dogs as they won't grant us any piety anyway. I was just about to say I would like to kill some more elephants before ending this video, and here's my opportunity. Looks like it's not too much of a problem to fight elephants. And we got a lot of piety for elephant killing. So I'm looking forward to fighting more elephants in the future. Spiny frog gives us piety as well. A giant frog more than likely will not, so we will eat him. And let's hope that this is a resist poison ring. Ring of fire. That is pretty useless for us. So, there we go. Ghashburger the Severer is now on layer 3 in just about 38 minutes. It's been pretty quick so far. So thank you for watching, and we will continue next time. Bye bye.